Hello, welcome beautiful vibrant souls to today's pick a card reading where we are going to be looking at the upcoming full moon. This is going to be the full moon taking place on July 3rd, 2023, and it will be in the sign of tropical or western Capricorn. So yeah, we're going to be doing a pick a card about what this full moon is going to be bringing to you, but I do want to kind of just go over sort of some collective energies, collective messages real quick. If you don't want to hear that, sorry, my hair is crazy, that's fine. You can always go to the timestamps in the description box below for your selected option. So much like the thumbnail, I'll just show you real quick. We have option 1 that is signified by this plum blossom tourmaline. We have option 2 that is signified by this blue apatite. And option 3 that is signified by this hemamorphite. So if you are not interested in like a little quick collective message, you can head down to the timestamps below and it will take you to the one that your heart desires the most. So yeah, thanks. Okay, collective energies. So full moons in general are all about culmination, right? It is a time of release. It is a time of things coming to fruition. It is also about manifestation and celebration. So the things that we set intentions for at the new moon in the same sign 6 months prior are usually either coming into fruition or big blockages toward those things are coming up to be worked through and released. I do also want to note that of all the moon phases, the full moon is the most illuminated, right? And where the moon in astrology can be about, yes, our feelings in our inner world, but also our subconscious, this is going to be the most likely time that blockages that are sort of in your blind spots toward whatever it is you set your intentions toward at the new moon in the same sign six months prior, this is when you're going to get the most enlightenment, the most insight. Now with it being in Western Capricorn, this will, kind of play out differently for everyone based on your personal astrology. So where Capricorn falls in your chart, what house, if you have Capricorn placements, how those placements are aspected, all that good jazz. Sorry, there's something that was like clanking around outside. Sorry, I have ice in my mouth. Hang on. But in general, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. This is the Lord of Karma. This is also the archetypal kind of father energy in the Wheel of the Zodiac. This is also a teacher, right? Saturn is known for a little bit of tough love. Saturn is known for trying to kind of put you through your paces in order to help you realize something important, in order to help you reach a goal, in order to help prepare you to handle and overcome a challenge. Excuse me. So full moon in Capricorn, I also want to mention too, Capricorn is traditionally rules the 10th house in the Wheel of the Zodiac, right? And this is really about the things that we're building, the legacy we make in this lifetime. So full moon in Capricorn, so I have an itch on my leg. Full moon in Capricorn is really a time where a lot of us are going to have, big cycles kind of come to a close, big wins, big celebrations when it comes to our career, our life purpose, our legacy, our status. This is also going to be where the hard work that we have done might finally be paying off, where something is cleared away for us, right? Excuse me. This is also a time for karmic cycles to be coming to a close. And for, again, that awareness, that most illuminated time, right? The most illumination to kind of come to us about those karmic cycles, about what our purpose is, about what's been blocking us, in order to be able to overcome and achieve those blockages. So there's a lot that could be going on for you. I think it's always a heavy hitter as well. When we have, full moon in Capricorn. So this is where we're making boss moves, right? We're getting awareness and getting prepared and then making moves or seeing the rewards from this process prior, where it's really about building something up for the long term, right? We're really looking long range goals here. So this is just kind of a little bit about what people can expect from this full moon in Capricorn. That's going to be, what is going to be unfolding for them over the next lunar month. So again, I'm going to get into all the groups, reiterating. We have group 1 with the plum blossom tourmaline. We have group 2 with our blue apatite. And we have group 3 with the hemamorphite. So take your time if you need to. Pause the video, meditate, contemplate on the stacks in front of you. When you have chosen one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below. Okay, I'm starting with group 1. So, hey, group 1. I should have mentioned this before, but I forgot, so I'm going to put it in each of the groups, assuming I remember. Well, that's a very unhappy puppy. He's barking. Sorry. So maybe there's something that needs your attention, because that distracted the hell out of me. But something I meant to put in the beginning that applies to all the groups is an energy I was picking up on while I was channeling and shuffling is that one of the things this full moon is going to be bringing to the collective is I'm getting like, wow, a new way to love yourself, a new, better way to, like a new way to be dedicated to yourself. There's this energy here of having spent quite a lot of time and energy, again, sorry, that dog, quite a lot of time and energy, you know, in one area. Let's say you're really building up your career. This is where it's going to be about learning how to, you know, maybe kind of like get off the grind, you know, take time to rest. This is going to be something where there's something is far out of balance, right? Saturn can really talk about limitations, like learning the limitations. There's something where I feel the collective energy is people are hitting their limits somewhere. It's like that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. And so that's why this full moon is going to be pushing people to kind of start rebalancing in another direction. Pardon my itchy nose. Ooh, there we go. And there was this emphasis of self-love that I was seeing in the cards while I was channeling and shuffling. So I did forget to include that, and I am sorry, but I wanted to include that. And again, we have that little barking dog here. So in this group in particular, there might be something that's really trying to get your attention. I'm getting there's something about a relationship. There's something in a relationship where it feels cloudy. It feels a little foggy. I'm looking at your crystal. It feels a little cloudy. It feels a little foggy. Something is trying to, it's hard to see, but there's these little inclusions, and it almost looks to me like these little cherry blossoms trying to burst through the clouds. There's something that's trying to grow, but there's this other sort of like, again, this like fogginess in the way. Something is distorted, and it's like it really needs your attention. So let me take a sip of water, and then let's see what you get. So what is this full moon and Cap going to be bringing you, my dears? Wow. Moonstone, crown chakra with transcendence, clarity. This is card 1. I feel like this is for a new beginning. Yes, pardon my itchy nose. I'm sorry. I just changed my nose rings recently. I was like, whew, I'm making my nose itch. Hang on. I'm just sitting with this for a sec because I'm trying to channel this. It is for a new beginning. But this feels like something of like, I don't want to say starting from square one. What is this energy? I'm having trouble putting it into words. So let's see what other cards you get. But it's kind of like the sense of, it's like you need to like, something needs to be cleared away to start from like a fresh foundation, I think. Let's see what else is coming up. Wow, okay. Balance. We have 36. That reduces to a 9. So again, there could be a balance between, we have the little gift here, and then we have the heart. There could be something between like your emotional and your material realm. There could be something having to do with a Libra. You could have major Libra placements. This could be in a relationship. But there's something here where there's this fogginess that this full moon is going to be helping shed light on. There's clarity. For some of you, I just got this. So take it as it resonates. A relationship has run its course. And I feel as if you guys have, even if it doesn't necessarily seem like it, there's been an even exchange. You guys have given each other at a spiritual level, given each other what you were supposed to give each other. You know, use your intuition, lean on your inner counsel if you need help with your specific situation. I do offer personal readings. But that just came through very clearly. For some of you, a relationship in your life has run its course. I want to see with the tarot, if that's the case, what the circumstances are of that. Oh, dude, I have this tie on my PJ pants that tickled my leg, and I thought it was like a spider crawling on me, and I almost lost my damn mind. Wow. Okay, 10 of Cups reversed. For some of you, this is a family relationship, a family dynamic that has run its course. For some of you, this dynamic is an exchange where it's like you might have different love languages, but it feels like you're exchanging something emotional for something material, and it may not be a balanced exchange, or it may be the kind of exchange that's just not making you happy. It's run its course. This could be somebody who you have children with, or somebody who you thought you were going to be with. 9 of Cups reversed. Oh, and here's Justice reversed. Okay, there's Libra. Yeah, for some of you, we have the 3 of Cups at the bottom. For some of you, this could have been a marriage or somebody you thought you were going to marry and it didn't pan out. There could have, and I don't love reading the 3 of Cups this way, there could have been a third-party situation. For some of you, this is just a relationship or where you were hoping for a lot more, or there used to be a lot more. And again, it's out of balance now. And it's something where it's out of balance because it's not making you happy. For some of you, this could be a friendship where this person has been a family friend for a long time, or this person's like family to you. You might like know their family, they know your family, kind of a deal. There may have been a lot of longevity here, so letting this go has been challenging, but somebody needs to know. I feel like you have a lot of fun with this person, or you have in the past, just because this always looks like a whoopee cushion to me. So there's a sense that you've had a lot of fun with this person, no matter how long you've known them or in what capacity. And letting them go, or the potential that you were hoping you'd have together, letting that go might be really challenging, but it's already run its course. It's done what it's supposed to do. It's served its purpose. There may have been karma here that has now been, that's been cleared, that's being released. So know that if you're suddenly like, if it's the energy's not there, it's hard to move through things. You feel like you're just like spinning your wheels, like nothing's really happening, or this just kind of like floats away from you and kind of like is leaving your life. Know that that was very much part of the plan. Wow, okay, we have the Earth Star Chakra with grounding. Card 4 coming out. And Bronze with strengthen your body. We have a 5. We have 14, which reduces to a 5. So for some of you, you're trying to, I don't want to say fix your physical body, but some of you might be working on getting stronger. I see this with this energy. You're being encouraged to really ground. Some of you, you've been focused really heavily on, I was talking about like something the physical and material, and then something more emotional. Some of you may have been focused very, very heavily on other areas of life. So some of you may have been really focused on your emotional growth, and your physical health, and your physical health has kind of taken a hit, and that's okay, but it's time to bring balance back in. Some of you, there is, there's something where you're learning to care for your body more as a way of showing yourself love. Excuse my burp. And in doing so, especially I'm getting stress management, I'm getting like grounding and meditating. In doing so, it's causing the clouds to clear. It's going to cause this like recognition, this realization that's going to help you in your growth process. For some of you, the understanding that's going to come in is exactly how important physical health is to spiritual health, right? Everyone always says that if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Like, what do you have? And some of you are learning that lesson. Some of you are very gifted when it comes to your spiritual gifts, when it comes to your psychic gifts, your psychic awareness. But there's been difficulty with the physical, right? This can mean you might have physical health problems you've consistently struggled with that are hard to solve. This can mean you've had trouble manifesting, right? Especially where you think about the fact we have an upward current of energy and a downward current of energy. If you are very active in the upper chakras, but you're struggling in the lower chakras, this is where you have a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas, but it's hard for you to really like ground them into your reality, right? Be able to break it down into steps and like take action toward that every single day. It's going to be different for everybody. I want to pull some cards though. I want to take this. Let's see what we got. We have the 6 of Swords at the bottom. There is a sense of peace coming in. Again, this is always kind of like with a slightly heavy heart. You're cutting your losses. This for me also is an inner child healing card. Some of you've had a major milestone, a breakthrough with your inner child healing journey. And it's like, again, you're going from focusing on the emotional to focusing on the material. So some of you, you're having this big breakthrough. And it's going to open up a lot more energy to be able to focus on your physical health, on, maybe strength training, building your strength, addressing a physical issue, building up your finances a little bit more. Something, again, related to the material realm. Yep, 3 of Pentacles. Talk about material realm, huh? The Emperor. Wow. Okay. And the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, A lot of you, I feel, you've been doing some root chakra healing. You might be having a breakthrough. Some of you are starting root chakra healing. I know we have the Earth Star chakra here, but it's all about grounding. And I almost commented when I saw the number 4, it made me think of the Emperor. And I was like, that's fun. that's why. Some of you, what this is bringing in, and everyone's going to be in a different place on this journey, is that you've been working on this. You've been creating more balance in your life. You've been showing yourself, you've been paying attention to your emotional well-being, your physical health, or you're bringing that into balance. And what this full moon is really bringing in, right, with this transcendence card, is understanding. And so for some of you, you're going to be able to see very clearly. You're going to have a moment where you're going to be able to see how far you've come. And the reason why I say this is because these are the only 2 Pentacles cards that traditionally depict a religious background, and similarly that's in this deck as well, that depict a religious background, where this is like, it's you and you're in alignment with spirit and you're co-creating and things are coming together. Teamwork makes the dream work. It is happening. This is where everything is falling apart, and it almost feels like the universe has abandoned you, right? So this is like everything's coming together. The universe is on your side, conspiring to help you. Everything's falling apart. The universe has forgotten you. Some of you have been working on making this shift from your 5 of Pentacles to your 3 of Pentacles, and you're going to have a moment where you're going to see how far you've come. You're going to have a moment where you see that you have taken control in a way that you struggled to in the past. You have embraced and embodied that Emperor energy. For some of you, there is either a boss, a father figure, or a masculine energy. Heavy Aries energy, does not have to be, where you've been trying to figure out if this is a solid partnership, and you're going to be kind of getting a moment of clarity. Like we talked about, for some of you, a relationship is ending. You're letting it go. There's a recognition that it's not as solid as you thought, right? Because this is usually in the context of 2 people. You're scrapping it out together, and come hell or high water, you're in it. And there's something that can be comforting about that, right? A lot of you have been doing this root chakra work, or again, you're approaching it where it's all about recognizing your worth, your power, and how supported you feel by the universe. Excuse my burp, I'm sorry. And what this full moon is going to be bringing in, again, it'll be different for everyone, is a sense of clarity and understanding. You're either going to see the improvements that the changes you've been making have created in your life, and you're going to have this moment of self-empowerment, because this is you in a control role. You're calling the shots. And in the placement of the cards, which I always think is very important, if you notice, this is how they came out. He's looking at the 3 of Pentacles. A lot of you have been either shifting or preparing to shift your focus. So what's coming in this full moon is either confirmation of all the work you've been doing, or it's that aha epiphany, that light bulb moment. And some of you, this just feels like you're just going to know in a moment. So for those of you where this is confirmation, I want to know what that will look like. King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Temperance reverse. For some of you, 8 of Pentacles at the bottom. Your confirmation of your hard work is that you're going to be really looking back. You're going to be reminded of where you were before. This is how a story of how you have healed your stability. You have healed your financial situation. You may have been healing your physical body. But so for some of you, it's going to be like you're going to be confronted with evidence of your growth. Maybe you'll run into somebody that you used to kind of used to be like your commiseration buddy, or somebody that you used to engage in unhealthy habits with, and they're still doing the same stuff, but you're doing something different now, right? I was taking a sip of water. Maybe this is something where you're just looking back at kind of like, maybe you're reading old journals, or you're looking at photos from a year ago. You're just thinking about it, and you're like, wow, a year ago I was really struggling financially, right? Like I could barely pay my bills, and now I'm in a comfortable place, right? And what it is that you're going to be seeing that the incremental steps you've been taking and the dedication you've had over the, over the last maybe 6 months, a year, however long this is going to be paying off pretty heavily. And again, looking at what house Capricorn is in your chart might kind of show you where this might play out. So for example, if you're Capricorn in the 4th house. This might be where this is really playing out in the terms, in the sense of like your emotional foundations or your home, right? Your family relationships. If it's in their 7th house, this might be where you see these improvements in your partnerships. If it's in your 6th house, this could be where you're really getting into this like healthy mind, body, spirit connection, and you're creating healthy routines for yourself. But there's just this recognition that you've come very far. Now, for those of you where you have not been on this journey long, or you're just starting this journey, you're kind of having this recognition like we talked about what needs to change. And I was going to pull cards about it. One already fell out. 3 of Swords. I'm not surprised. Wheel of Fortune reverse. I'm also not surprised. And the 10 of Swords. Okay. So, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed to the bottom. Again, for some of you, you're letting go of somebody. Somebody's just like, a relationship has run its course. This is somebody who you either, 10 of Cups reversed earlier, 10 of Pentacles reversed now. We also have 2 10s on the board. Something is ending, and it's something where either has been with you for a long time or it had a lot of potential to be. And there's this recognition. For some of you, this is even a past life connection. So there's like a lot of momentum, a lot of energy behind this. And there's this recognition of, and I don't know why it would strengthen your body. I feel like you're just gonna feel it in your gut. There's this recognition of the fact that this is over. Maybe something happens with like, that has to do with the physical body. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, let's say if you get sick and somebody's just like, because this is a betrayal energy, right? Let's say if you get sick and this person refuses to help you, refuses to like take you to the hospital, or there's something, I don't know, it's hard there's a million different scenarios it could be, right? But again, I feel like with strength in your body, you're just going to kind of feel, you're going to know that, that this is just not working. This is not it anymore. So what you're just going to know is you're just going to come to this realization, whether this person's still in your life or they're in your energy, you've been having a hard time letting it go. There feels like there was a karmic cycle here, and this has wrapped up. And this is why, because you've learned the lessons and you can let this person go now. This is why this is just leaving your life. For some of you, you're having a conversation with this person and there's an apology or there's a recognition of what has happened. That's not going to be for everyone. I feel like it's a very small number of people. 2222, as I had said that. But this epiphany, this understanding is just really where you're connecting with how, again, I feel like you and this person, you get along, or there's some really nice aspects of your relationship, whatever type of relationship this might be, but there's this recognition that emotionally they have hurt you, and it's been most likely a betrayal. And it's a sense of like, again, with grounding here, you're getting really rooted in the understanding of like, I can't do this anymore. I deserve more. I need to get out of here, right? Some of you, it's like you're pulling your roots up, right? The roots you had planted with this person or you were hoping for. And it's kind of the sense, again, there's this exchange where there might be a relationship where you give a lot emotionally, and this person might be like gifts are their love language, or they kind of like to give material things, but they don't emotionally nurture you at all. It's going to be different for everyone, but this recognition is essentially saying, this does not work for me. This has run its course. Now, for others, there are going to be habits where you've been trying to break these habits. You've been trying to create more balance in your life. And I feel like there is a recognition. There's a habit where you're having a breakthrough. If this is you, I want to see what this is about. There's a pattern, like a thought pattern, a habit, a belief. You're having a breakthrough about where it comes from. And it comes from a very wounded place. And it feels like it's because there was a very, very difficult event here. And you're having this breakthrough about it so you can create more balance in your life. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. 9 of Swords reversed. And the Page of Cups. This feels like a childhood wound where there was like the dissolution of a family, right? Your parents got divorced and it like changed the dynamic. You lost a home, and it just, I feel like with the 9 of Swords reverse, it's something where, I don't know why this was what, I don't usually get this from this card, but it was like you didn't even see it coming. And it just like created chaos, right? And you've been replicating that chaos in some way, shape, or form ever since. This may have really impacted stability in relationships and stability in your material realm. This understanding is coming to light in order for you to be able to take back control of that area and do the healing so you can create more stability for yourself. So that's just about everything I'm seeing for group 1. This one seems like it's going to be spicy. Feel free to come back and let me know how it played out. If you're looking for this reading for yourself, I do offer them in my shop, which is linked in the description box below. So feel free to check that out. I also do offer lunar guidance sessions where we kind of do more of a deep dive and we can look at your personal astrology to kind of discuss these themes a little bit more and what you might be able to expect. So thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy full moon. Take care, guys. Bye. Hi, group 2. Okay, I immediately kind of like want to take a breath of fresh air. Blue Appetite, I wanted to mention this before too. Some themes that were coming up for the collective, I should have said this in the collective messages, but it slipped my mind. Some themes that did come up for the collective as well is I feel that this full moon is going to be a time where, you know, Saturn can be about our boundaries and our limitations. There's something where anywhere you've been out of balance in life, it's like you're going to be hitting a wall with it. And this is what's going to induce understanding, change, motivation for change, all that good stuff. Excuse me. And I was also feeling like a thing I was channeling for the collective is like dedication with self-love, like learning a new way to love yourself. A lot of us are going to be unpacking those themes. Now, a separate thing I wanted to say is I was feeling a very strong connection between groups 2 and 3. So if you couldn't decide between the two, you might want to check you might want to check out group 3 as well. But immediately with the Blue Appetite, I wanted to kind of breathe out. There's something where I feel like you passed a test, and if you know me, I don't love that terminology. The explanation as to why is a separate video, which if you guys want to know, feel free. You can put the mic in my hands for that one. But it feels like you passed the test. It feels like there's a relief. And this might come from, some of you are standing up for yourselves because the Blue Appetite, excuse my burp, is a lot about communication, especially of our you know, our truth. Throat chakra energy showing up. There's a sense where you might feel kind of like this might bring in an opportunity to speak your truth. You're feeling very confident, very competent. You're like, I did it. Woohoo. And you should be. You should feel like that. So I do see that here. I don't know why I'm getting very heavily like almost like directing your energy, even though this isn't a wand. I'm kind of feeling like that. Some of you are using your voice to direct the energy and you're taking kind of more of this like control role. And I feel like the sense of like, I did it. So this might be new for you and you're like achieving a goal. You're conquering something. And it's going to feel good, right? It's going to feel like a thing to be proud of. And you should be. You should be proud of you, baby. So I like that. That's quite a beautiful way to start. So let's see what you have. Ooh, okay, you have Larimar with Neptune Perspective 22 showing up, so that reduces to a 4, but that is also a master number. I feel like with the Neptune energy, for a lot of you, it's like, if you notice the pillars are all kind of like falling down and crumbling. There's something where I feel like there's this energy of either something's been crumbling and you're calling it. You're kind of just like, nope, we're going to deal with that. Or nope, I don't, you know, I don't, if it's like that, I don't want it. Or like something feels like it's not quite up to par. It's not quite meeting your vision. And in the past, you may have kind of just like sat there and sort of like struggled to express that. But I feel like you guys are speaking up now, right? So like, let's say if you're teeny tiny small example of this, you order something at a restaurant and you ask for it with no cheese and it comes back with cheese on it. You may have just like suffered through that before in the past or just like not said anything, but like now you're just like, oh no, actually, excuse me, I asked for this without cheese. Like that is a teeny tiny little example, but this feels like that's the energy is like you're now advocating, or if you notice that something, it's like you're building something, and if you notice that it's going off course, you're speaking up. You're speaking up in a really beautiful way, in a way that I think that's been hard for you in the past. So go you. Wow, okay, shadow. Yeah, this is because this is deep shadow work. We have 25 reducing to a 7. This is very deep shadow work. Look how this person's offering their heart and this dude's like about to stomp him. You can tell, right? I think this is something where, especially because you have somebody offering their heart, this might be an aspect of shadow work where, especially in interpersonal connections, you have maybe in the past like had a lot of, you know, with this Neptunian energy, a lot of illusions about your partner, a lot of illusions about the relationship. You may have also kind of had this sense of like not speaking your truth. You're like, no, you know, I don't know why I'm getting love conquers all, or like, I'm sure it's fine, or just not felt comfortable speaking your truth and speaking up and being like, no, I'm not okay with this, or no, I want this, or like, no, I'm looking for this out of a partnership, or it's like boundary setting in a huge way. And I feel like you're getting a chance to, you've been working on it and you're getting a chance to kind of like exercise that this month. And I just feel like you're going to walk away from this conversation, this exchange, feeling really proud of yourself. I love that so much. Okay, so we have purple with developmental clarity. Okay, 39, which reduces to a 3. A lot of purple here too. So I feel like you're getting a lot of intuitive insight downloads. You're getting a lot of wisdom about this. And divine wisdom, I shit you not. Okay, sorry. We're fine here, we're fine. 36, which reduces to a 9. We're fine. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. A lot of you, you're starting to get clearer on something that you want, how you want your story to go, and you're taking more of a role in directing it, at the very least redirecting it if it gets off course. You may have kind of really been struggling to kind of get clear on how you wanted something to go. I want to know what this perspective is about. What is this perspective? King of Cups in reverse, about the type of partner you want to be with, how you want your relationship to go. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we have water sign energy so far, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is this coming up? 3 of Swords. Some of you, you're speaking up. Okay, hang on. The Emperor is at the bottom. I pulled another card. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm going to put it over here because I want to look at it in a minute. Some of you, there is a person that you have, that you're with, or that you have been with in the past. And there has been some element of shadow. There's been something that's been triggered up. You may have been separated from this person for a bit. You're here to get some perspective. And what I feel like is happening is that either you guys are trying to mend something, or you guys are trying to like try again. And in the time that you have, you know, maybe things have been on pause or in a lull, or you've been outright separated, your guides have been working with you to try to help you develop mental clarity about what you want, what you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Because I feel like you tried this before with this person, or you've tried this before in your past, and it's broken your heart. And so your guides are really helping you with divine wisdom to be able to kind of like look at your past. This has Judgment card energy. Look at your past. You know, notice the kind of things about your past, the markers I'm hearing, that like the plot points that got you to where you are, so you can recognize that with this new person. I feel like, or with, new person slipped out. So some of you, you're having a repeat situation in a current partnership, or if you're dating, like somebody that you're about to start dating, there's going to be a repeat situation. This is like very imminent, like within the next week or two, you're going to like maybe go on your first date or two. There's going to be like a red flag situation that it's going to remind you of your past, and you're going to address it this time. For some of you, like I said, this is somebody from your past, and it's like there's been a false start. There's a sense where with these two cards, I feel like this is like a lot of emotional maturity, you know, a lot of like deep feelings. And then, but it's reversed. And then the Page of Pentacles is like, you're kind of figuring out what you want. You're going and exploring, but you're optimistic and open. And this is reversed. There's something where I feel like there may have been a lot of feelings with this person. There's a lot of depth, but it never fully got off the ground. And there's a lot of heartbreak here. This person might be coming back around to talk to you. This person might be coming back around to try again. And you're going to be ready this time. You're having like an opportunity to speak your truth in a way that I feel like you were not able to before. Pardon my itchy nose. And this is going to be like quite a triumph for you. What was this card I pulled? 7 of Cups reversed. This is like the Neptunian energy card. Yeah, you're clear on this time. So this person, let's say this is someone from your past, this person's coming back around. You have terms and conditions. You're saying, okay, if you want me, you have to do this, and this, or, you know, or like, this is like, nope, we're not doing this again, and here's why. Some of you are getting the chance to speak your piece. Some of you, like I said, there's a repeat situation, or there's a situation that's very similar to past heartbreak you have experienced. And this time, You are getting the counsel, especially with the black cat through your intuition, and we have a lot of purple here, but you're getting the advice and the counsel for how to kind of sift through. Because I think in your past, it's because there's been a lot of emotional confusion, right? Where you're like, well, is this just my stuff in the way? You know, should I give them the benefit of the doubt? Am I just being too this? Am I just being too that? You kind of had a lot of stuff like that. And I think now you've learned to trust your intuition, or you're learning to trust it more. And also to develop, you're being helped to develop that clarity around what you want, what your boundaries are, what's okay with you, what's not okay with you, so you can communicate that to this person. So if this is somebody from the past, I want to know what they're asking about or like offering. Four of Wands. This is somebody, if this is someone from your past, this is somebody who's very hard to walk away from. Again, that King of Cups, there's a lot of emotions there because there was a lot of love there. This is somebody you may have regarded as a counterpart and you've been in separation. This person wants to try again with you. This person might want to talk about living together, moving in, getting married. They're coming back big. I want to keep pulling the Three of Cups. There could have been a third-party situation here. There could have been a problem with partying or alcohol here. But this person misses you. They also see you as like their sense of joy and stability. They, you know, normally this card shows a bunch of people on it. It's like a big celebration. It's like you're the party to them. They may have just been like really immature and hanging out with their friends and like, not saying that's immature, but like always hanging out with their friends, never prioritizing time with you, never taking their relationship seriously. Even if they had serious feelings, they weren't showing up like that. This person is coming back and wanting to like actually give this a go. I want to know more because I'm nosy. Wow, Hierophant. Again, they're talking big commitment. They're not fucking around. Pardon me, but like they're not screwing around here. Pardon my burp. This is somebody who is like, their end goal may very well be like long-term commitment, marriage. Two of Wands reversed. They've made a decision. I think they were waffling before and they're not waffling anymore. So you're going to have the chance to address this. And Nine of Pentacles. See, you've been doing self-worth work. You've been really working on getting like into your bag, into your life, doing your own independent thing. So when this person comes back and they start to kind of try to talk about what they want, I feel like you're going to be in this much more prepared space to be able to hold, you know, take them to task, tell them your truth, tell them off, hold your boundaries. You know, especially if you let a lot slide from this person before, or you just struggled a lot with self-doubt about what boundaries to set and where, that's not going to be the case this time. That's why I feel like in the sense of like pride, like I did it. I told you what for. Like I set boundaries with you. I struggled to do that before, but I'm not struggling no more. It's a good vibe, right? You should be proud of yourself. But this person is sincere in what they would like, and what they're willing to offer. Are they able to actually back that up though? Yeah, we have the Page of Cups, so there might be moments where there's a little bit of, you know, because it's a page. Whenever I'm doing yes or no's, by the way, I always take them, I never do reversals for yes or no's, so I know it's technically reversed, but that's a yes card for me. Just because otherwise I'll confuse the hell out of myself. I know this because I've done it. Yeah, this person is sincere. So again, it's a page. There might be times where they still have to learn, but there is sincerity. They really do want to back this up. So if this is somebody who's coming back, it's because you've completed a shadow work cycle and you're ready to actually address this in a way that is fair and equitable to you. Now, if this is a new person, hang on, I'm going to shuffle these back in. If this is a newer person who there's a situation where it's going very similarly to a past situation and you're uncomfortable, I want to know what is this person like? What's actually going on with them? What are their real intentions? What should you know about it? Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so they're willing to work on things. They might be very focused on work. So if they told you, like, let's say this is, you know, about spending time together and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm working a lot. They're being honest. Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like there is a desire for stability here though. Nine of Swords reverse. This has this energy of like, don't worry. Strength. Okay. And the King of Swords. Okay, so this person's being honest. If you're, so like, let's say, you know, you're getting worried about like, they never make time for me, right? They blew me off on XYZ, you know, on our date for this time. If they said like, sorry, it's because I'm working, they meant it. They're being very honest. They're coming to the table very honest. I think with that Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, they do want to work at this. They would like this new situation to be stable, especially with the Ace. This tells me that it's a new beginning, like you guys have either recently started dating or you're going to start dating soon, and then this will happen not long after. There's a sense of a desire for stability. So these coming out tells me this person is willing to be patient. This person is willing to put in the work. You know, we say this again with the Eight of Pentacles, to put in the work and the effort over time. This person doesn't want you to worry about them. So if, like, let's say there's something where you're worried if they're being shady, or you're worried if they're like trying to kind of, you know, pull a fast one, that's not their intention, and they don't want you to worry. So they want to be able to have a very open, honest conversation about this, to be able to talk about, you know, how to like be able to talk about their intentions and how they see you, and how to kind of move forward in that way. So if you guys have, you know, recently started dating, this saying, I like where this is going, I want to keep this going, how do we, you know, how do we move this to the next step? Could be a conversation you're having. If you start dating this person this month and like something just kind of comes out of left, you know, this like left field, this would be where they're sitting down to explain, like, I didn't mean to blow you off, just I really needed to tend to this with work. But this, you know, this shouldn't happen again, or let's figure out a way that, you know, can I make it up to you, and let me show you. This person's going to want to show you with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles that whatever happened was like a momentary blip, or they're aware of what the issue is, and they are changing their behavior to be able to accommodate. So all around, it looks like, you know, you're getting good stuff, and it's because you're advocating for yourself. Pardon my itchy nose. It's because you're advocating for yourself. So no matter what ends up happening for you in this month with this, follow your intuition. You're going to be getting a lot of clear guidance about what is, you know, what's working for you, what's not, and being able to overcome a pretty heavy shadow work cycle as a result. So yay, go you. But I think that's just about everything that I have for group 2. I'm wishing you the best of luck in the month ahead. If you need help with your specific situation, please feel free to check out my shop. I have full moon readings there. I'm sorry for my itchy nose. But yeah, so yeah, I'm wishing you a safe, happy, healthy full moon. Take care, love bug. Bye. Okay. Hi, group 3. Immediately I got this like slightly grumpy energy. So I want to say one thing I forgot to say during the collective information. Something I was picking up on while I was channeling and shuffling was this sense that, you know, there's this thing that came through about being dedicated to your self-love. So there's a sense that for the collective, wherever there's been a lack of balance in your life, because Saturn is all about creating, you know, structure and boundaries, wherever there's been a lack of balance, it's like you're going to hit a wall, right? So like, let's say you've really been going hard on work. You might hit a wall where, you know, there's a lull, or, you know, maybe you get sick and you have to take a little bit of time off, or you're just like, you know, you're trying to use up vacation days, whatever it might be, right? There's going to be hitting a wall because the universe is trying to help you find balance and redirect your focus a little bit. You might also, you know, this doesn't always have to be a bad thing. This could be where you finally achieved your goal at work, so now you have extra energy and time to kind of, you know, devote to other things. And something else I wanted to say is that I was feeling very strongly while I was shuffling. There's a connection between groups 2 and 3. So if you couldn't choose between the two, you might want to check out group 2 as well. I've just done that reading, so I will, if I see crossover themes, I'll point it out. But I just wanted to kind of make that known. So immediately I was picking up the sense of being grumpy. Hemimorphite is a crystal that can be useful for creating emotional stability. So there might be something where you're kind of like pissed. You're kind of like, don't even talk to me about this, is kind of the vibe. And so this full moon, something that might help is like trying to really ground yourself and create emotional stability. I'm almost feeling like there's a conversation that needs to be had, pardon my itchy nose, that needs to be had where you're grumpy about it, or there might be some grumpiness about it. And so I feel like there is this need to kind of try to be grounded and balanced as you approach this conversation, or this conversation could help with that. So let's see what you get, love bug. Ooh, okay. You have citrine with the sun, card 18, which reduces to a 9, and clarity. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. You're having clarity. I feel like the sun is coming out. This is something that's been challenging. Again, this has the energy of like, don't even talk to me. Like, I'm just moving the cards so it's a little easier for me to work with it. And And I feel like there might be something where there's a misunderstanding, a miscommunication. It could also just be something where if you've been really focused, like my example prior with like work, you're having energy to kind of like replenish yourself. If you just kind of have been hitting a wall with something, there is some type of clarity or room for clarity that will create clarity, I guess, to help you come back into balance. So let's see what we have. Oh, we have pleasure. Okay, I love that. This is card 9. So 9 is now showing up twice. You might see a lot of repeating 9s. That's been happening a lot on my TikTok lately. There's been a lot of repeating 9s in the collective messages. 4444 on the timer as I'm saying this. We have Amber with Awaken Your Creativity. I already really like this. And we have the Crown Chakra card 30, which reduces to a 3 with I Am Presence. Okay, a lot of you guys have been going really hard on something. You need to take a break. I'm going to just say that straight up. You need to take a break because I feel several things. For one, there's a need to get very presenced. This is also where, if this is the crown chakra, this is where we're going to get that clarity. This is where we're going to get those downloads. This is where we're going to get that guidance, right? It's from being able to stop and take a break, take a moment. Another thing is to do things that make you really happy. We have a lot of Venus energy going on in both of these cards. Do things that make you happy and to create, right? To connect with that. Some of you guys might be running really low on your sacral energy right now. So kind of like replenishing that energy, doing things that you love, connecting very deeply to your sensuality. So like I'm noticing we have the bread, the wine, the grapes, good food, good drinks. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but good drinks in general. And it was 45:54 on the timer when I said that, so 9-9. Because I think, 9s are always about wrapping up a cycle because 10 is completion. There's something where you've been pushing super hard because you've been trying to make a deadline or a goal, and that is admirable. But there's something here about being willing to stop and take a break because I feel like you guys are depleted. What is it you're trying to accomplish? This will be different for everyone, but Page of Wands, okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through. Okay, Six of Swords. A lot of you are trying to get a lot done before a trip. You're trying to save up for a trip. Some of you are going to relocate and you're trying to kind of like get all your ducks in a row. There's a sense here of travel, of adventure. There's also just movement forward. Some of you, it's like the Six of Swords is movement forward, but it's kind of like with a heavy heart. Some of you, it's like I feel like you've been going through something difficult. It's been a change. And it's almost like you've been pushing yourself through that, right? You've been like trying to motivate yourself through that to kind of deal with the fact that it's a little disappointing to have to move on. And that's, understandable. But you've been pushing yourself really hard and there's a need to kind of fall back, rest, as well as give yourself, give yourself, give yourself things that feel satiating to you at the soul. There we go. It's hard for me to talk about it in a way that doesn't sound dirty. I'm doing my best. I'm not that much of a magician. Six of Cups reverse. Some of you really need to connect with your inner child. There needs to be, some of you have been going hard on your inner child healing journey. That's what the Six of Swords is for me. But there's a need to just find joy and find like passion again. Libra, Justice, I do that all the time. Libra energy showing up, so again, create balance. 9 of Cups, okay. And the 10 of Cups, okay. Yeah, so there's a need to create balance. Some of you, again, you might be moving homes. Some of you have been trying to create balance in a partnership, and it's kind of required you do a lot of healing work. And so this is a time to kind of like spend more time, because we also have 2 people shown here. Spend more time both alone in a meaningful way, but also with your partner in a meaningful way, in a fun way, a playful way. Some of you, this is very specific, but you're getting married soon, and it's like you're trying to get everything done before the wedding and or honeymoon, and you're just stressed about it. You just need to take a break. Some of you just need to hear that. You just need to take a break. For some of you, there's been a push to get work done before a contract ends or before a new contract begins, and this is saying like, okay, everything is falling into place. There's just this sense that you just need to kind of like sit back and relax, right? We have the sun showing up in the crystal card, and that's our solar energy, which can always be about like our action, our confidence, our ability to be able to go do things. And it's kind of like, okay, take a rest. Like, it's okay. So some of you, but the main message here is really connect in a meaningful way to things that bring you joy. Take time also to like balance and clear your mind. I definitely see that. I want to know more specifically what the full moon is going to be bringing in to kind of help facilitate this shift. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so again, you're going to be forced to slow down. This doesn't always have to be like a bad thing, but things are going to slow down for a while. Seven of Swords. This is going to be, okay, this feels like there's a delay, and it's going to seem like it comes out of nowhere. It's going to seem like why the hell does this have to happen now? I'm getting a very grumpy energy. So this might be where the grumpiness is coming through, is that you may have just been very, very focused, very like, you know, trying to push through to meet a deadline, meet a goal. And there's a sense here of you're being forced to slow down. Something comes out of left field and kind of just like, you know, pauses things, right? Something comes out of left field and makes you have to reschedule to push something back. And there's frustration about that and saying, I get it, but you need a rest. That's why this is happening. Judgment reverse. This feels like something where it is important to you. It feels like a turning point. That's why I'm saying like an important trip, a big event, a big life event. This feels like something that might have to be pushed back. A relocation might have to be pushed back, but this is because you need more time to heal and rest. Yeah, Ace of Cups at the bottom. You need to emotionally replenish and restore yourself. That's what the purpose of this is. Yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's going to feel like things are just not going in your favor. I get that. Try to, you know, try to breathe, try to meditate through it, but also try to use a period of pause as an opportunity for a period of rest and to reconnect with what makes you happen, or what makes you happy, because I'm feeling a lot of burnout energy here. And so your guides are trying to help you kind of overcome that. So I kind of want to pull you guys a couple other cards of advice, because yours is pretty straightforward. Eight of Pentacles. Hang on, I can do this. Yeah, okay, so sorry, my brain just went totally blank. So this is usually a card about really hard work, but my mind just like boop, disconnected. Somebody pulled the plug for a sec. This is what I mean. I think you guys have been so work focused, it's burning you out, and there's a need to like take a step back, which I feel hypocritical saying that, but that's what I do here. I give a lot of advice that I get annoyed when I have to take, but it's true. Like it feels like this is something where you guys might need a break way more than you realize. And the Ten of Pentacles reversed, because I think you guys have done a lot of work on releasing. This is usually something that's very foundational to you. You may have done a lot of like even just inner work, like I said, inner child healing, and you're kind of wanting to get to the next stage, and it's kind of like, whoa, we gotta get rid of all this. Like we gotta release the energy. You just let go of a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups reversed at the bottom. We just let go of a whole lot of stuff. It's important to get really clear on like our feelings, purge our feelings, like heal. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, because even though you've made the changes, especially like made the very tangible changes, there might still be some energy and some emotions about this that need to be released. So getting in touch with your creativity to channel that is important. Meditating to transmute that energy is important. Getting in touch with what makes you happy to be able to replenish yourself is important. Okay, so just know that any delays that kind of seem like they come up, they start to pop up this month, any big shifts that feel unfavorable are very, excuse my burp, necessary at this time and are actually going to serve your purposes much better as you move forward. So I think that's everything I've got for group 3. If you're looking for this reading for yourself, feel free to check them out in my shop. I have full moon readings, which is linked in the description box below. I'm wishing you the best, brightest, most beautiful things that life has to offer. Love bugs. Take care, okay? All right. Bye.